Hey, welcome back. So, I was thinking, what am I going to talk about this week on the podcast? And I wanted to just give my brain a little break. So I went on to YouTube. I always do that to watch some shorts because sometimes there's a lot of funny stuff on there. So, anyway, I came across this. Oh my God. And this is the perfect example of a reactive dog. And I'm just going to let it play. And I don't know, it's probably like a minute. It's probably the full minute and a half long. I think the shorts are about a minute and a half, but I'm just going to let it play with the sound on. Please read it and listen to what happens. I'm going to try to keep my mouth shut while I play it.
Good boy. Huh? I don't know. Me? No, don't go over there. She's I'm literally just minding my business. My dog didn't do anything. Carry on with our stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Jealous of her dog because didn't know how to do it.
No, I've literally been here the whole time. It's not my fault. Your dog's out of control. Come, good boy. It's like you purposely were standing there to watch my dog was reacting. Like, how do I know if your dog's gonna react? I don't know. You have to train my own dog.
I love everything in this video. I love the woman who's training her dog, which is also a service puppy. And I love the bystander too. He's all like, I'm going to go over there. So, and the woman who walked by with the reactive dog is the one who's screaming at her off camera. And I just find it so interesting that she took the time to stop and blame this woman who's training her service dog not to be like that dog. Took the time to stand there and criticize her. And that just blows my mind. I mean, this is kind of the world we live in. And it just blows my mind that she had the audacity to just like, I'm just gonna wait and I'm gonna blame her for my little dog barking and growling at the end of the leash. Okay, now I'm gonna replay it and we're gonna stop it. Okay, so a fast bike just went by, and this woman in here in the blue, you in the blue, um, she is just really doing a great job desensitizing the dog and just pairing something good with something that could potentially be, an excitability piece. This right here, everyone, this is what you puppy owners need to be doing with your dogs. And every dog owner should do this, unless you have a super reactive dog. You don't want to go straight into the park. But this is what I really want young dogs and especially the puppies. I want you guys to do this with them. This is so beautiful. Okay, here we go. Stroller goes by. Great. Now we have this. I just want to talk about the body language. I don't know if this is like, I don't know, Lhasa or Pekingese. I can't really tell. And it is at the end of the leash. This is the reactive dog, right? Body language. It's at the end of the leash. I can't see the face. And it's just going forward, right? And let's go. Let's keep playing. It's starting to bark. Look at the puppy. You see his face? I wish I could make this bigger, but it's a short, and I'm not short. You can make them bigger. Okay. Dog turns around, barking. This puppy's like, what is your freaking problem, dude? Dog's still at the end of the leash. I don't know if that was on a harness. He's on a harness. It was on a harness, but so the dog's on just like a regular harness that hooks in the back, so not an easy walk harness. I like the easy walk harness for no pull harness is the best because of the design, and it really helps turn the dog around. It's not two pieces or anything. It literally is designed to turn the dog around. Anyway, clearly this lady does not have one because the dog is at the end of the leash and just reacting and all that stuff. What would be amazing is if this lady did a couple different things. One, maybe not walk so close or take her reactive dog to the park. And two, just bring some treats along with her so that she could get her dog's attention and reinforce the dog with the treat as they're going by, whether the dog is barking or not. What usually happens when I have clients do that is they start to engage more with the food and they start to make a positive association with the fact that they're getting something like a hot dog or some chicken or something really high value as they're going by this distraction that's making them react like another dog, say. So anyway, let's continue on here. Here's where everything comes in. Her dog has done such a great job. This trainer is really great. She's telling her the woman who walked by with the small reactive dog is yelling to turn around.
Huh? I don't know. Me? No, don't go over there.
She seems crazy. I don't think she's crazy, but she definitely was up for an argument that day.
Literally just minding my business. My dog didn't do anything. Carry on with our stuff, I
Yeah.
guess.
Jealous because her dog didn't know how to.
The bystander was awesome because he totally nailed it. And it's like she's jealous because her dog clearly doesn't know how to do anything besides probably shit, but besides being reactive. And it's not the dog's fault, it's the human's fault. Who's on the other end of that leash? The owner.
No, I'm
She stood there while her dog, while she walked by with her dog. She'd been standing there like for I don't know how long before you came along, lady. Okay, so
literally been here the whole time. It's not my fault. Your dog's out of control.
yes. And then she gets a nice fuck you. Amazing. Amazing. Here we go. So confused. We saw you just training your dog when we were walking down. And again, this person is looking for a fight. I don't know if she's jealous or not. We're just assuming that she might be having just a really crappy day and is pissed off at her dog and reacted to them. I have no idea. Um, let's see, she's like, you purposely were standing there to see if my dog would react. I'm like, how do you know if your dog is going to react? I don't know. I'm just training my dog. Exactly. She's not a mind reader. Like, this lady totally knows her dog is freaking reactive, period. There's no question about it. You know why? Because behavior doesn't happen in a vacuum, it happens in a vast area. So she totally knew the lady who was walking by. She's just training her dog. She is just training her dog. She's the kind of person that needs to be out in public with her dog in that situation, where it's close proximity to other people because her dog was bred for something specific, like a service dog training. I don't know the history of, where she got the dog from, whatever, but um the dog is just perfect for her and perfect in this situation. It's like he's not reacting. He or she is watching the crazy dog go by, like, oh my god, what is wrong with you? But it's not the dog's fault. But anyway, so I just wanted to cover this little mess of somebody innocently training their dog while a reactive dog goes by and then the lady comes unglued. So I want to point out some really good things about this video, okay? One, it showed body language, just really awesome, just awesome clip of body language of the reactive dog in motion and a dog who's non-reactive. That's the first thing. And the second thing is the type of training that was being done was just, she's reinforcing with food to desensitize the puppy and to also pair something that could be very distracting or could cause a service dog to or any dog to really just like react, right? But her dog is solid. He's like he's totally unflappable. He is literally just sitting there, but just observing, but sitting there, calm, good body language, the whole nine. The other dog is just ready to just go off with no provocation. And this is something that as humans, we're like, what is going on? Like, okay, that dog didn't do anything to that dog. Can you imagine how much worse it would have been if her dog reacted to the little dog? It would have been a lot more body language, a lot more cursing, a lot more yelling, probably from the small dog owner. But it's not necessary to be mean to each other. But what the thing that I want to impress upon other dog owners and just people in general is really just try and respect other people training their dogs. Don't run up to them. Don't bring your dog close to them. Don't think you're like some clairvoyant person that knows what's going on. Don't think that you're this great person with animals and that nobody will bite you or nobody will jump on you or whatever it is. People need to respect what other people are doing when they're training their pets, especially in this situation. The fact that this lady took all this time out, and who knows how much longer this went on, but took all this time out of her day to yell at this woman, tell her, fuck you, and all that stuff is completely unnecessary. It's ridiculous. She's being reactive. I do like that this woman, the trainer, Haley, was not reactive. She stood up for herself, but she was not reactive. She was not nasty or anything. And, like I said, the other lady could have been having a bad day. Anything is possible. But I mean, why are we fighting with other dog owners? It doesn't have to happen. I feel like, we should be supportive of one another. If you see somebody who's struggling with their dog, maybe just keep walking because they don't need your help and they need to gather themselves or get out of the situation. Or, maybe from distance you could be like, oh, do you need any help or anything like that? And if you have a dog and your dog's reacting to their reactive dog, keep walking, just keep going. Okay. What would have been really cool in this video is if that woman would have yelled, hey, you in the blue, can you help me train my dog to not react like that? That would have been a beautiful thing. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know, but that's what this week's podcast is on. Just what to do, what not to do, body language, don't be nasty to each other, respect each other's space and boundaries, and know that, we all just need some support from each other in this world. This world is way too negative. So, yeah, don't yell at other people, especially if they're dog and that they didn't do anything. Maybe you should go to a trainer who uses positive reinforcement and train your dog a little bit. Or yell out to her, help me. I need help training my dog. Have a great night, everybody. Have a positive week with your pets. Don't forget to enrich them with Kong toys and lick mats and some training just for a few minutes every day. It doesn't matter. Just do it for them. Get them working their smart brains. I'll see you next week, you guys. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to share and like and subscribe, please. And just pass it on to anybody you know. They might need to hear something. about dog training.